What's up, everybody? We're back. If you missed us, that's nice. If you didn't, I really don't care. Been busy with school. All three of us are about to graduate. But other than that, we're back. Nothing but facts over here. What are we gonna talk about today? Today, 3 p.m. trade deadline. We're gonna talk about who do we think we're gonna move is gonna move. Who do we want to move? Pieces like that. And we're gonna also talk about the NBA Finals because, as you know, the Cavs. What have they lost? Like 7 out of their last 8. LeBron had to save him last night. East is different. The West is completely different. You got the Warriors, they're 1-4 against the Thunder and the Rockets. What's gonna happen? Well, let's see. Any of you guys want to start off?
Trade talk. To me, the biggest piece that needs to move is DeAndre Jordan. At the Clippers, I feel like basically at this point, there's no reason to invest all that money into him. He's worse than Whiteside, and we gave Whiteside 4 years for $98 million, and we're looking to trade him as well. So if he's movable, then DeAndre Jordan's movable as well because he's way worse than him, but gives you the same production as well. He goes to Cleveland. They can make noise. It'll be a different look. Do I think they get it done? I don't know. But he gives them a way better chance than that current roster does right now.
I don't think anybody wants Tristan Thompson.
No, Tristan Thompson. Look, once you get that Kardashian curse, it's over. It's a wrap.
They brought the Brooklyn pick, but the Cavs don't want to give it up because
they don't know if LeBron going to stay.
They want LeBron to commit. Exactly, and they know LeBron won't commit because
if he committed, then get rid of the Brooklyn pick. Who cares?
Exactly.
I don't think there's any moves they can make that would make them better than the Warriors or the Rockets, though. Even the Thunder, honestly.
The Cavs are trash.
Oh, no, there's not a move they can make that can make them better, but it can make them more formidable against them when they do meet.
Definitely. DeAndre Jordan in the middle would make them better defensively.
Oh, yeah. LeBron, he's actually a rim protector.
Exactly. LeBron ain't never had no real rim protector.
If Whiteside was here the year before, LeBron would have never left the Heat.
That's a fact.
Just throwing it out there.
Tyreek Evans definitely going to be gone.
Who does he even play for?
The Grizzlies.
Yeah, he needs to get up out of there because he's actually developed a jump shot this year. He's shooting close to like 35 or 40% from three-point land, and it's like, where was this your whole career? So he needs to get up out of there. Another place that's looking to make trades is Milwaukee because they've really underachieved with that extremely large lineup.
Crazy though. Since their interim head coach came in, I think they 8-1 or 7-1.
Exactly. I mean, look, when you just get to playing basketball, they say the best coaching is less coaching. So
that can be true.
Play the game.
Especially when you
just let them play.
Because they're grown men. I feel like NBA coaches, they're just, I don't know what they're there for, to be honest. Because
you gotta call some plays.
I feel like 75% of the time the players don't listen.
No, most of the time they don't listen. LeBron is not listening to
that's like, but I'm talking about just regular players. Like, I feel like they don't listen.
Well, I mean, the only places where you feel like the system is more important than the players itself is
Spurs.
The San Antonio Spurs. We can go line up, play for their 5 tonight with 2 others, and we might put up 100 with the ball movement.
We probably could.
It's just how Coach Popovich is. So that's why he's the new USA men's coach for the upcoming Olympics. It's going to be fun.
I think the Knicks need to make a move for Kemba.
But look, this is what's going to happen with the trades. Chaos needs to happen. The Grizzlies, they need to just throw everyone out. Marc Gasol, get him to a championship team. You'll get picks back for him. The only person the Grizzlies need to keep, and that's just because I think his contract doesn't let him move, is Mike Conley. Other than that, get rid of Tyreek Evans, get rid of Marc Gasol. You guys are not going anywhere ever in the West. You guys are probably in 14th, 13th place? The Knicks, just tank. You lost Jesus. You lost Kristaps. I'm heartbroken. Just tank. Joakim Noah will be gone in a year. Enes Kanter will be gone in a year. Just, get a nice little draft pick. KP. I don't think Michael Jordan's not going to trade for Kemba on the Knicks because the Knicks don't have anybody. The only person they had was Hernan Gomez, and he went to the Hornets. Other trade pieces. I want to see LeBron get traded. That's not going to happen. I don't think. Even if the Cavs get DeAndre Jordan, I feel like nothing's going to happen just because, he's a rim protector, but when he gets fouled, what's going to happen? You think the Warriors are going to play with him? Come on, he's getting fouled as soon as the game starts. I don't think, I really don't, I'm more excited for the NBA free agency than the finals talk. Like, I honestly think
we all know who's going to be playing when it comes to June.
Exactly.
It's not a joke.
But other than that, the trade talks just need chaos. What other trade teams? I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of sleepers.
The most shocking one is that the Warriors are looking to make trades, and it's like
They want to get their bench. If the Warriors get Lou Williams, get Avery Bradley, like I'm done
if they
with
get
basketball.
Avery
Not getting
Bradley,
Lou.
that means they have 2 guards to just play defense with Clay and Avery Bradley.
True.
And you still got Steph and KD, who are just pure scorers at this point.
Spurs are trying to get Avery Bradley too. That would be a real good piece for them.
Oh,
that
I
would
mean,
make
look,
them a lot,
whoever the
lot
Spurs sign,
I feel like
works
the Spurs
out.
are just trying to get trades because I think Kawhi. Jalen Rose said it best. He said if Kawhi doesn't sign his extension this summer, that tells you something. So I feel like he's gone if he doesn't sign that.
Well, I mean, Kawhi will never get the credit that he deserves because he's in Popovich's system. It'll always be Pop and then
Yo, if
Kawhi.
Kawhi goes somewhere, he's.
Kawhi is arguably a top 5 player in the NBA when healthy.
He is. I don't think there's no
So
argument at all.
exactly, and he's one of the few 2-way NBA players in the league right now, probably the best. So
Man, your boys in Miami could trade like Winslow a pick and someone for
I want us
Kawhi.
to make some moves, but I don't think we have the right pieces to get
What do you
anything.
mean?
Honestly,
Look,
I want to
Vulnerable
give up
back.
Whiteside
You could
because
get rid of-
Bam.
Exactly. You guys have. You could get rid
Bam
of.
is-
You could get rid
Bam
of
is true.
Winslow, Richardson, or Johnson, and your first round pick, and you could easily be Whiteside, Dragic, and Kawhi, and Bam Bam.
Get rid of Whiteside, honestly, yo.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
I
man.
like Bam. Bam is
See
way
some crazy
more.
thing. Imagine like John
is
Wall got
athletic.
traded or somebody. I
He
want to
fits-
see some crazy stuff happen.
Bam
Oh
is-
yeah, that beef. Oh, let's talk about that beef in Washington. I don't understand that because
Yeah, I thought they
that
were
whole
cool.
team is coming out talking crazy mess after. Did we all forget that John Wall bought that entire team Rolexes for Christmas?
Oh, he did.
Like he bought that entire.
It'd be
and
your
now they're
own
talking
people.
crazy.
It'd be your own people.
They're having
yeah.
fun.
Your own teammates.
Come on now, give me them Rolexes back if that's how y'all feel.
Hell
Honestly.
yeah. Hell yeah. He spent like 3 paychecks on that.
I feel like
Exactly.
Bradley Beal fucks with him though. Like they're actually friends.
They're friends, but they feel like at the same time it can never be 1A and 1B. It has to be a 1 and a 2.
True.
They can't work together.
But it's not even that. Like I understand what the Wizards are saying that there's better ball movement because when John Wall's on the floor, the ball's running through him. He's the only point guard. He wants
It's
the ball
him
at all
and
times.
Superstar.
But the
You want
comment he
ball.
made about
He's not,
Gortat
no,
is
no,
true.
He's not no superstar.
Gortat gets the most spoon-fed
Star.
baskets in the NBA. Coming off of John Wall's
Oh,
pick
yeah,
and rolls,
yeah, 100%.
all he does is just catch and lay
But
up.
if Gortat wasn't with John Wall, he would have retired already.
Exactly.
Because he
Do you
doesn't
remember when he
anything.
was in Orlando backing up Dwight Howard? Like, come on now. But now we're going to move on to our final talks, finals predictions, because finals are shaping up to be a different look with the way everything's been going and going into the NBA All-Star break and heading to the playoffs.
I mean, I honestly think it's gonna be the Warriors, but I'm hoping Houston does something.
Honestly, think Houston has a chance. I didn't think
James
At
Harden
first,
best scorer. in
it was
the
gonna
NBA.
work, but
Better than Durant, better than LeBron.
I just feel like it's going to come down to can the Houston Rockets play defense in the playoffs.
true. Because
We know they can score. We know they can
gonna
put up 100 regardless
Easy.
on
I mean,
anybody.
even if they don't play defense, if they're hitting 23s a game, they're
gonna
in
catch
there.
them?
They're in
The
there.
Warriors.
Exactly.
The Warriors are the only team that literally can keep up with them offensively.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
Like if the Rockets, it's not even like it's like when the Knicks when they finished second in 2012, and they would shoot themselves out of games, but the Rockets were actually efficient with it.
Yeah, they're gonna hit the shot, Steve.
Everybody could shoot on that team.
Exactly.
Everybody. Ryan Anderson, Harden, Chris Paul, Eric
Trevor
Gordon,
Ariza.
Ariza.
Gerald Green.
They got Gerald Green. They got what's the other
is
guy?
balling.
He
He
played for the
was on the
Suns.
bench
I
on
think
his
they-
couch
I think they
2
have-
weeks ago.
I think they have PJ Tucker too.
Mm-hmm.
PJ,
They got shooters everywhere.
D'Antoni knows what he's doing.
He's a crackhead
All
when it
he
comes to
does
offense.
is
He
line
loves
up with
offense.
shooters around him and set his team up. He's never coached defense. You
Oh
go
my God, they
back
got
to his
Capella
days
too.
in Phoenix.
But it's just like Phoenix. You got Chris Paul, Capella. Now he had Nash and Stoudemire. He's
Exactly.
happy. He's in his happy place again.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have that in LA. All he had was Kobe, ball hogging it. I love you, Kobe. But you're a ball hog.
Looking at the East side, I mean, look,
The Cavs are struggling.
the Cavs more than struggling.
It's trash.
It's something scary.
It's
Before IT got back, they were 18 of 19 wins with the best player in the world, playing like the best player in the world. I can't even deny that. LeBron
And I
was
feel like
playing
he's still playing well.
like
It's
a
just,
god.
yo, his team is there's no one
Oh
on
no,
that
his team is. When he comes off the court, people realized it last year in the finals against the Warriors. When he comes off the court, they're terrible. But now you really see it. If the ball is not in LeBron James' hands, it is not a good
It's just
offensive
the names
possession.
that you're like, wow, they should be doing well because, Dwayne Wade, but he's like 36. Derrick Rose, he just disappears. He gets married, comes back with dreads.
Come on
What
now.
else? Isaiah Thomas, I don't think he's well, but when it's around him, like the ball's not around him, so he's just like he really is trying to find his place. You can't really he's 5'8".
He needs to have the ball in his hand to score. He's not
he can't move around because he can't come off screens. You come off screens, you're just gonna be blocking him.
Exactly.
He's too short. You can't even see over him.
Exactly. No.
He can't even run a proper pick and roll if we being technical. He can't see over it.
True. That's very true.
Imagine he gets traded again. I would retire if I was him.
I'd be sad. But I think that gives the opening for the Raptors. Honestly, I think they might have a chance to make it to the finals. Finally.
I like Boston. I like Boston because Kyle Lowry disappears.
The team that everyone might want to look out for that's going to make noise if they can continue to stay hot is Detroit. They're undefeated since they've traded for Blake Griffin. Andre Drummond just had 27
I feel like it's the
boards
momentum.
last night.
It's going to slow
It's
down.
the momentum, but they have a great
He did
coach.
have 27 rebounds.
They have
That's
a great
wild.
coach.
People sleep on the Van Gundys in general.
I
Jeff
don't know
Van
why.
Gundy,
I don't know why Jeff doesn't
great
have a job.
commentator. He's
He
the under 20, USA men's basketball coach.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
chilling doing that,
Yeah,
working with the youth. And his brother Stan, before he got fired at the Heat, he was trying to take us to the championship.
He got fired because
Honestly.
Pat Riley wanted to get credit.
Pat Riley
Exactly.
wanted that trade ring.
I remember that.
That's all it is. It's
Didn't
not like he
want
was
credit.
doing a bad job.
I don't even think I think they were doing great. It was randomly just got replaced.
Life.
Pat Riley,
It'd be on
snake.
GMs.
Who's the most ruthless GM, Danny Ainge or Pat Riley?
Danny Ainge is green.
I feel like
Literally.
I don't know. I feel like they fight each other for that spot. Pat
Exactly.
Riley, Danny Ainge told Isaiah Thomas when he got there, "You're gonna be the next Celtic great." Hey, AT.
You're gonna hang your jerseys in the Raptors.
I just traded you to Cleveland, and then you got Pat Riley. He didn't even speak to Dwayne Wade. He just said,
Didn't even
I
talk
don't
to
care. You
Dwayne
go to
Wade,
Chicago.
the legend.
You're washed. It's life. Life come at you fast.
Way too fast. Looking at the Heat and the rest of the Eastern Conference, I mean, look, the Heat, we don't have waiters again for the rest of the season. So it's like, if we do anything, it's great. If we don't, it is what it is.
There's a solidified star.
Exactly.
That's
We don't
honestly
ever
it.
have a solidified
Justice
all-star.
Winslow was supposed to be that, honestly, but I don't know.
He
I
was
don't know why you
supposed
say
to
that.
be Wade's replacement,
He
but
was.
That was never
he
gonna
never
happen.
grew into
That
that.
broke
Yeah.
shot, that never was gonna happen. Just being honest.
Yeah,
He got a
I didn't
broke
think it
shot.
was that broke, but
I didn't think
when
he hit
you-
that big three. I do.
You go back and look at those Duke boys in general from that national championship team. Does anybody still produce? Tyus Jones, he barely gets PT in Minnesota.
He's efficient though.
What's on
Jaleel
the
Okafor just got traded to exactly. He just got traded to Brooklyn.
team? Hopefully he comes.
And Justice Winslow.
Hold up, I know we just talking about that team, but I got a sidetrack. What happened to Nerlens Noel?
Nerlens Noel
Is he
had
still
a
Dallas?
deal with the Dallas Mavericks on the table for like 4 years for $80 million and turned
He
it down
wanted
because he
more.
wanted more.
Wait, where is he?
Dallas.
I currently don't
I thought
know.
he was
Yeah,
on
he's
the
in
map.
Dallas. He's in Dallas.
Yeah, he is in Dallas. Oh, that's walk stuff.
Nerlens Noel, I mean, Dallas in general isn't having a great season. They probably need to trade whatever picks they have and just stack up for the draft because at this point, Dirk got a season or this season left, and you're ready to turn the team over to Dennis Smith because
Yes,
Seth Curry can't stay healthy. So he's out for the rest of the season as well. So it's Dennis Smith Jr.'s team, and you go get a big man, and you move on from there. If I'm Mark Cuban. But looking at the rest of the West and East, Celtics, Cavs, Eastern Conference Finals, ain't no joking about that.
Like I said, the Raptors have a chance.
The
Celtics
The
are just
only
young.
reason I think the Cavs are still gonna make the Eastern Conference Finals
It's
is
LeBron
because it's
James.
just one man. Yeah, literally.
It's LeBron
That's-
James.
If you have him, you got a
knows
chance.
that. Everybody knows that because it's just him. Because other than that, everyone on that team is horrendous.
Very horrendous.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like they're gonna probably go to a 7-game series the first round. Like they have a tough time playing Indiana and all these teams.
They struggle with the
Giannis is
regular
gonna go at
teams.
LeBron if they play in the first round. Like the East is actually like that's why I feel like give it like 2 more years and it's gonna go back to East and West because the East is in good hands. It's just all their players are really young and the West already has solidified people in their prime. The
Yeah.
East got Embiid, Simmons, Kristaps, Come on, keep it going. Victor Oladipo, Bradley Beal still young, John Wall still
Kemba.
young, Kemba, D'Angelo Russell. They got a bunch of people. They're just really young. You just gotta give them some
Kyrie.
time. Kyrie's not even 26.
Exactly. People forget all the time about Kyrie. Gordon Hayward.
Oh my god, I forgot
There's
about him.
quite a few people out there. And you look at that Boston team, either Tatum or Brown is going to develop into a star at this point.
But Blake is on the East too, so yeah, just give it a couple of years.
The Eastern Conference is on the rise. The Western Conference is going to, it won't fall, but it'll fall back down to earth.
I mean, it wasn't like it is last year. Like, look, the 8th seed in the East is over 500.
Exactly. When you look at the
it's
West,
it's pretty much even, to be honest.
the West, the 8th seed usually needs around 50 wins.
Yeah, that's all.
While in the East, your 8th seed just needs to be above 500.
But
So-
I remember there was a couple of years, I could bring it up, there was a couple of years that these teams weren't even above 500.
Exactly. So it's just, you're really needle picking at that time. LeBron versus the Warriors.
But look at this,
Finals.
2012, the Bucks, 8th seed, 38-44. And then in that year, oh my god, like the 8th seed in the West had 45 wins.
Exactly.
But the damn 5th seed had 56 wins, and the 5th seed in the East had 45. That's how lopsided it was.
Exactly.
It's been like
It's
that
just
for-
that lopsided.
It's getting better though.
Yeah, it's gonna get better though.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be an interesting all-star game to look at,
Man, I'm
even
telling you,
though
Marc Gasol's gonna
all
be-
these replacements happened. Because Team LeBron is just dying. If you play for Team LeBron, I would hang it up until the All-Star break.
Honestly, yeah.
Kristaps, dead.
Damn, I wonder who's gonna replace him. They just gotta get Ben Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Did you hear about the Australian man who went to the House of Representatives in Australia and made up a speech because Ben Simmons needs to be an all-star player because he is averaging 17 points, 8 boards, 7 assists.
Yeah, no, that's. He's
As a
Rookie of the
rookie.
Year. He's still Rookie of the Year.
But if they give
He's
it to him,
gonna
I
win
don't
Rookie of the Year,
like it.
man.
I don't like it if they give it to him
Shout out to
because
Donovan Mitchell. but-
exactly, you got that one in Utah. Ben
But
Simmons
no.
ain't dropped 40.
Oh, he can't get anything near that,
Donovan
but
Mitchell dropped it twice.
Ben Simmons
Donovan
could drop
Mitchell's a
40
scary
if he
sight.
wants
I'll tell you his stats
to.
right now.
He's
Where the
nasty.
hell is the Jazz at? Yo, Donovan Mitchell, I think he's putting up close to 20.
No, he's putting up 19 points something.
he's probably the best rookie scorer,
That's
hands
rookie
down.
score, but
Yeah,
Ben
just like
Simmons
what
is just
Damian Lillard went
affecting
through.
the entire game.
Exactly. Like,
Steals.
that man.
He's like
Look, he
third in
leads.
steals in the NBA. Like not
Look, he
among
leads the league.
rookies.
I mean, he leads his team.
He leads his team in scoring.
Yeah.
And he has a
But he's putting
17
up
point
19, 3, and
with a
3. That's
17.1
perfectly fine.
PER as a
That's
rookie.
fine. That's nice. But,
So it's like,
but Ben Simmons is still
Oh my
affecting the
god,
game
Denver drafted
all the
him?
way around.
Denver is sick.
yep.
Oh.
It's all just making the plans work.
Bro, Denver's
The
sick.
Cavs, finals. Warriors, finals. That's who I'm picking. Warriors in 7 because LeBron is that guy and I won't pick against him. But I don't see him beating KD.
Honestly, I think the Western Conference Finals are going to be better than the
I
actual
mean, the only
finals.
reason LeBron wouldn't be KD is because he has those other 3 people.
Oh, of
Other-
course.
Other than that, LeBron's better than KD every single time.
Every day.
I'll agree to that.
I think Rockets Warriors is going to be a better series than whoever makes it out of the
Rockets
East.
Warriors
against-
could be lopsided.
I mean, you never know. Bro, LeBron might just go savage mode and average a triple-double throughout the playoffs.
Exact. When LeBron goes into the playoff mode, it's
You
a
never
different
know.
person.
Hey, you
I
know,
do
Dwayne Wade
admit
might
that.
might go back 3 years and just start balling. You never know. That's why I'm waiting until June. But at the end of at the same time, I still just want to wait for free agency because I know that's gonna be crazy. You got mad people: Paul George, LeBron, Boogie. Who else? Lou Will, all these people.
Moves to be made. Moves to be made.
Anything else you guys gotta say?
No.
So other than that, thank you guys. This is nothing but facts. We'll be back. What next week? What are we talking about next week?
Next week we're coming at you with
Nothing but facts.
exactly.
Duh.